Hey, good morning and welcome to Dresdale, our PlayStation 4 City Skylines city here. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, day, or evening, depending on when you're watching this. And today we're gonna expand onto a new tile. Like I had a new milestone last night. I was playing for a little bit, and we're there. We're gonna do some cool stuff, hopefully. But first, let me go kind of give you an idea of what we did, or what I did yesterday evening. 191, look at that. 191,205. Will we break 200,000? I don't know what that means, the plus something, plus 191,205 at the bottom of the screen, but it's big and it's green, so I like both of those things. Almost about to break our next 100 million. Let's see if it gets higher. Nope, 191 is our peak right now. It's not too bad. Let's see. I don't know if you saw. I put down all the factories. All the factories are up and running. So all the unique factories. A little bit of problems here and there, looks like, but not too bad. We need to get an animal product over there, fellas. Let's see. The main thing I did over here to kind of help improve traffic flow, or at 190. Let's see. Oh, can't get over 191. I guess is I put this on this side. Because there's this thing was using a lot of trucks. It's come down a little bit. It was using like 20 something, and we're starting to accumulate our unique factory products, and it was blocking these guys up on the right side, to keep preventing that from going in here and here. So I moved this storage unit to here because he was over here, and then put him in his spot, but then snapped him on this side of the road. So now basically they can take up this space, and then the rest of the trucks can do what they gotta do. And I also added another medium warehouse for unique goods over here, so these guys are using 8 trucks. That's good. Hopefully these main factories here will use this one, and then the ones that are kind of spread out throughout the area will use this one. That's the hope. What's probably happening is this guy, Toy Factory over here, is sending things to this warehouse over here, and then this warehouse here is driving by this warehouse and sending it to this warehouse here. It's probably, if I know this game well enough, that's probably what's happening. But we'd like to think that they're going to use the closest one to them. Okay, but yeah, we're running pretty good. We're making some money, and things are doing well. Let's actually just check that real quick. Good on metal. Planned timber, we could probably use a little bit more. Good there, good there. A little excess there. Good there. Plastic's always the one that needs the most help. Everything uses plastic. Plastic's good. And paper's good. So the only thing maybe I would be concerned about is the planned timber. But we'll just keep, it's at 49. I'd like to try and keep them around 60. So they're exporting just a little bit. And that's kind of a nice sweet spot. Right. Let's see. What else did I do? I put in another park. I started developing this area a little bit. I don't know if I'm probably going to get rid of these tall buildings. Put a fish market in. So there's so now we can, use these guys to actually send to the fish market. And I built a park in here. Let's go ahead and do it like this. We'll do a slow motion. Slow motion camera. Slow motion camera. Alright, that's enough of that. So I guess gotta do a little bit more detailing in here, but I think it looks pretty good. It's making us some money. It's a shortcut from here to here, and it's a nice little space between our residential and our little commercial area here. And I brought some paths down here. I don't know if I'll keep this, but people are using it, so maybe I will. And I imagine as this fills in, people will use it more and more, and then people could just walk from like this neighborhood to the path. Maybe we'll put a couple of little features in here. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll take this whole block and make it part of like the park, and make this like commercial up here, like down here. We'll see. People are starting to use our ferry, so the ferry wasn't a complete waste. There's people actually waiting at the dock that didn't get on. Is that right? I think that's right. Yeah, he's full. People are using our ferry. So, hey, that surprises me. So we'll throw another ferry on there. Cool. Cool. People are using it. Now that they're getting down here. Alright. Alright. I like it. And I don't know if the subway is doing anything. I mean, I see people coming out, but I don't think it's that busy. So maybe we'll change it to, maybe I'll try my best to bring the tram down here. And he needs a little help. Maybe he might not need, depends. Now we have that ferry, they're going to get more consistent people coming to this bus stop. You know, or before it was a little chunky. It'll get more and more, you know, as you add more and more vehicles, it's going to get more and more consistent, right? So we might want to throw one more bus on this line. Let's do that. Okay. But like, we have the tram right here. I mean, I really like how it looks here. And how's he doing? Did he end up picking up more riders? I think so. Well, I love the ding ding, man. I tell you what, that's cool. It comes from Snowfall, by the way. If you're like just first tuning, go, oh, I don't have tram. I only have Metro. You know, maybe we could find a path to sneak through here somehow. I don't know. And bring it like down here and loop it around. Or bring it down here and then up into here. And then we can make tram up here. And that'll be our tram, and it won't short circuit our park here to get to here. Because it'll like dip pretty far down. And then there'll be like a branch, maybe another line that goes this way, or maybe it's the same collapsing line on itself. That's a pretty major, I would say it's a major project, just because we have so much stuff already built, so much stuff already in the way, like all this college stuff. That's going to be, it's going to take some extra think-ins there that I don't know if I'm ready to do right this minute. But it's working. Nice. Once again, we're filling in down here. So, you know, as we fill in down here, more and more people are going to come down here, obviously, right? So, I blew up the hot air balloon. It wasn't doing nothing. 0 people were going to it. So, I don't know. We filled this in pretty good. It's almost full. I mean, we got this much to fill in the back. And traffic's doing pretty good. Even with all this high density, you know, we did a nice job building things. 90% traffic. Yeah, the roads are pretty clean. It's busy in here, but we built a big roundabout to be busy, right? And with all the slip lanes and everything, so. Is no one using my slip lanes? Let's see. Then maybe they're not even using that the slip lane, huh? They're using this one, which is good. They're just not using this one. Is something wrong with this road? Is it backwards? No? Well, that's weird. Let's take a look at that. No, it's a continuous road too. It's sad face. Maybe the turn's too hard to make. Well, maybe I'll take a look at that and tinker with it and see if I can get people to, maybe I'll bring the road closer up here and then down in and put a little bit more curve. It's a shame no one's using the slip lane. Or maybe they don't want, there's nothing to do on, like, no, because they're getting in this lane later on. So it's not like they're not like using, actually they're not using this lane that much. You know what? They ain't going this, they're using this lane. That's why. There's nothing cool here. You know, it's the whole build, the cool things on all sides and forward. Nothing cool on this side of the road, because guess what? They're just staying in this lane and making a turn. So they only need to be in lane 2. So they ain't taking this lane, because this lane puts them in lane 1. That makes sense. I think that's the reason why. There's nothing cool here. If we put more cool stuff here, along here, maybe even along here, then people will use this lane. But, or we force this into a, that's the other thing, we could force this to a dedicated turn, a straight and a dedicated turn. But I don't know if I want to do that with my road. Well, maybe we could. Okay. What else? Oh, we put a train station in. So I was zoning more and more commercial, and this did eventually back up into this roundabout here. So I connected the line. This is a one-way track. You go here and you die. I don't want you to come back. And I named it Midtown, sort of Midtown cargo station. And people are using the heck out of this, and using the heck out of that, and they're not queuing. And you know, full trains are coming down here for the most part. Except for this 27% load. Here's a full train right here, so that's good. Oh Jesus, the second one. Man, they need a lot of goods. So you can see that our industrial area is cranking them out. There's another one. Holy cow! Seriously? 3 full trains just came up in like 2 seconds. 60%. Oh, you can't see when they're unloading and loading. But they're dying. That's the important thing. If you have trains clogging up your line, send them to the ones that are going to your commercial. Send it, make it one way, and then they die. Then you want trains all over your lines. We already have enough trains going back and forth over here. These roundabouts gets busy, you know. But we have a lot of train traffic. We got 3 major trains in here. 4 actually, and they're cranking them out. Yeah, so. And we could probably zone, just looking at this, in this configuration, I want to say we could probably zone like maybe a full block, so here and here, or here and here, and maybe like another more. So maybe here, and like this full block, and then this is probably gonna get jammed up at times, and then at times it's gonna see it's clear. The same thing here. So we're getting not 100% close to the capacity of at least the queuing. So this means that we'd have to like maybe peel this road up, maybe try to do like a little snaky move, get a little creative, just to give it a little bit more room to queue before it gets in and out of the roundabout. That's all. Same here. We might just have to bring it up and around, or just reconfigure this completely differently. Oh, we'll keep an eye on it and see. But they're cranking out trains. Look at this. I mean, it's 100%. It's probably pretty close. 97, so it's good. Where are you going? Oh, you're coming on. What else? We put the park in. I did some more detailing in here. So this guy's starting to kind of come along. I mean, it looks pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with this park. Put the little waterfall in. Some more trees and stuff. Oh, that's good. Don't you accept more recently departed? I filled in some of this area. Because this guy's a 55. And yeah, it's good. This looks good. I think it looks pretty good. When you look at the side, you know, I like these buildings. You know, going with this building. We still have some more to zone in here to kind of fill things up. We're doing fine as far as fire cover so far. Some buildings caught on fire out here, and then they got put out by helicopter. So it's working. The whole helicopter trick. Let's see what else. I want to check on this tram line. This is a busy tram line. I'm surprised. There's a lot of people want to take this tram line. We caught up. We had like 250 people at a stop. So I think I added like one. I think I added 2. It's one of those deals where it's like plus or minus 2. Yeah. Oh, I added 3. So we're fine. But which is good, because we will be zoning, filling in some of this. That'll add some folks to that line. I mean, we'll be filling in this here and here and here, but in the same token, they'll probably just walk, because the tram stops like down here. So I don't think they're gonna walk down to the tram stop. It's like down here actually. Here it is. To go up here, right? It is gonna go. It's gonna go do it. I checked all our lines. All our lines are running pretty good. I think that one train is still busy. Over here on the MMT, this train's still busy. But not as bad, I guess. We just need to figure out an alternative way. We can make another stop in here, another ferry route, like a single ferry pier, a small one, and have it like go here to here. The only problem is that I'm worried it'll be too busy, because that's really short. So people are going to be like, that's the way I want to go. They're like, you can tell me I can just go here to here and then to here to this monorail and just go wherever I need to go. I'm taking that way. I'm not going through this park, going through the subway all up to here to go all the way around. And that's silly. So that's the only worrisome part. Okay, 39 plus 39. So that's how much your money fluctuates with the Industries DLC. See, we need some stuff. Animal crops. What are we doing here? Are we just burning up our crops? Oh, we only need 43 here. 43. That's why we're burning through our crops too fast. We need to throw one more down. A small plantation is what I want. Oh, what is this? Oh, I'm on forestry. Well, that's not gonna work. What happened here? Huh? You mean to tell me I made the sizing's wrong? By 1 block. I didn't count. Well, we can put a storage unit there, I guess. That's a kind of a bummer. We'll make some farm fields over here. Yep, I spent like hours, days, weeks, even trying to count that out. How about you have cotton? I think what's this one? That's a car. Corn. Yeah, corn. We got some wheat. Some cotton over here. And then let me do some potatoes over here as we go. Yeah, that's a bummer. I'm really upset about that. Because, I could fix that. You know what? I might do that off camera. I can reterrain this road. Oh, I had to put some more power in. Reterrain this. Put these guys, because these guys got room to come back. And they'll come back right against this back road here. And then I'll just move the road over, and then I'll move these over. Because it's literally like one unit, I think, that we're missing here. And that should be enough to keep these guys, because we want these guys slightly exporting. And we might need a third unit just to get some more people, because there's a lot for these trucks to handle. So we might. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because sometimes you get so big you need 3. But you get a lot. But that's because you need the truck capacity. And these guys are doing. He's not doing too good either, is he? We could also be getting this wild fluctuations because once again, we're using small storage units. So, you know, as we get larger and larger, you know, more products are coming in, and more products are coming out. So we're going to see larger and larger variation in amount, right? Whereas if this was like the largest storage unit, it wouldn't fluctuate as much because it stores more. But we've hopefully done a good enough job to offset these, so that way. And now, I mean, I can check them, but like there's just so many down that there should be just sort of like kind of randomness. We're gonna have a few that are like pretty close, and then, but for the most part, they're gonna be spread apart. So we do have a few that are kind of close. I saw the 2.8s and 266s, so we'll maybe take a look at that later off camera and balance that out a little bit better. I'll have to keep an eye on this storage unit and make sure it's doesn't get wildly too full. Because maybe we just caught it at a bad time. Alright, I think we're okay though, otherwise. Because I do want to crank these guys up to 150 at some point. I'll probably slowly bring up a handful to 110 for a little while, let it run, see what happens. Then I'll go up another, and I'll bring the other ones to 110, and then just kind of slowly. It's a process you want to do slowly, and see how it depletes your. Let's check this other cemeteries. 1200. See how it depletes your stuff, and how it reacts. You want to like just go, oh, they're at 100. I'm gonna put them on 150, because then it's gonna like it might break your industry. You're like, oh man, I created a bunch of problems. I don't want to ever do that again. But nah, man, he's got to like just do it slowly. Do 110, 115, 120, 125, and go by 5% increments or 10% increments on like a couple, then another, and then another couple. And that way, like the supply, it only tweaks the supply chain a little bit, and then you see, okay, I need a little bit more. I need to produce a little bit more plastic, metal. Let me put another thing down. Okay, we're good here. We're good here. All right, so we opened up this tile. Hooray, hooray, hooray! So what I think I want to do, zone a little bit real quick, and then we're going to make a tidal wave. Or maybe we don't need to zone at all. What's our unemployment? Oh, 8%. No, we don't need to zone at all. Do we need more factory jobs? Just a touch. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. We're broke on 100. Under 100. We're at 78. That's pretty good. 1,200 here. We're exporting something. Oh, we're exporting. So you know what? We don't need more factory jobs. I don't know where that purple's coming from. Maybe one person's importing. One lonely commercial building somewhere in here is importing. I don't even see it. Who knows? Who knows who's importing? I don't know if you saw it. You can write a comment. Oh, it was over there. And I'll be like, I don't know what that means. Oh, it's the third building on the right. No, I still don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, we're importing something somewhere. So that's good. So we're pretty balanced there. So that means we're not going to have a whole lot of train traffic, which is good. Let's see. What else I want to check? So if you have unemployment, so this is how you know when to zone office in an industrial. If I didn't go over this before, I probably should make a tutorial on this. Just so it's like a quick 10-minute, 5-minute rant about unemployment. But you guys get it first here on episode 70, maybe. 70 episodes. Next series will be shorter. So unemployment, we're trying to shoot for 4%. It's pretty good. Once again, if it forces higher educated folks to take the slightly less educated positions, so we maintain our city running nice and smooth and everything, and it's nice. But it gets higher, and then 4%, and then we need to fill some jobs because we want people to be in our city and be happy, right? And have jobs. So what you do is, if you're not sure what you need, you come to this tab here and look at import. Are we importing goods? And of course, if our intention is to import goods, then we would just zone office. Like so, in the example of building, an office only job, city, which I've built those, and an industry only city, right? You always be exporting, right? Or in the office only city, you'll always be importing. So this, of course, is going for more of a balanced city, we'll say, a mix of office and industrial. And what you look at your import, and you say, okay, I'm not really importing, so therefore I don't really need any of the goods, so generic goods. So I need to zone office. And then if we looked at this and it looked like this, we'll say they were switched and we were exporting a lot and a quarter of it was goods, and we're like, oh man, I'm exporting a lot, or importing a lot. I'm importing a lot. So like I said, if these were switched, I'm importing all this goods. Well, let me beef up my industry so I don't have to import so much. And then I'm going to go ahead and zone industry. So I hope that makes sense here. And then of course, if we're going to zone commercial, which we have commercial demand, that's going to suck up some jobs too. So you don't necessarily need to zone all the demand away with the commercial. With the office space. How did he, that little guy? We gotta look at a little guy here. Oh. He's like, oh man, I'm right next to this monster. I know. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my friend. That's probably enough commercial to zone for now. Let that fill in. And then we have plenty of spaces for office. So we put some office down here. We put some office along this road. Put some office in here. We put some office in here. Although I like this not being full with anything. I think that's where we want to end that. We could put some office along there. We could put some office along here, which I think is what we're going to do. Get some people working down this road here. There we go. That should help with unemployment. Now we can create a tsunami. Well, now we can add more people and create a tsunami. How's that sound? This could be office, so we'll do this. Be like our last row of residential. Ooh, that's gonna mess up the land, isn't it? Oh, probably shouldn't have did that. Actually, let's do this. Oh, it's too late. Let's try. Come back later. That's probably okay. This is definitely not okay. And that's okay. We can, that'll mess up the land, but we can fix that because we got enough space. That'd be good. How much is that? That's probably good enough now, the zone. Okay. Alright, so I built a wall. A seawall. A man-made natural seawall. Is that a thing? I don't know. I think we'll make it like this height. And this is the we're just going to push the water away. And I'm going to be recording and we'll watch to see. I don't know where our ships went. We had ships coming through here. I haven't seen any. But with the line's still there, so we can still connect to it. Hopefully it's not broken. Maybe they just got tired. Maybe the game is just not simulating that many because, you know, it's cutting back on resources. Who knows? So we're going to go ahead and fill this whole entire tile in up into the sea line, which I think is right about here. So if we cover it, we'll just uncover it. All right, let's do it. Up all the way, please. Thank you. Oh, I'm eroding the seawall. That is not a good thing. Yeah. That's still there though. It should be okay. Raising the land, making a tsunami. Oh geez, it's getting tall. Ooh, it's gonna go over. Oh man, it's so close. Ooh, but now we're getting farther away from that wall, so maybe the next bubble won't be as high. There's another wall. There's a second wave. But we're putting more land out, so maybe that'll flatten it out a little bit. Let's see. Ooh, we're making more tsunamis. Tsunami, a tsunami. Oh yeah. Whoever lives on the other side of this is gonna get a nice present. Yup. I can't see what's going on, but we're making more tsunamis. I want this big. It's a shame I can't fill this any faster. Boy, we can. Oh, because it must be a little bit lower, or the seafloor isn't as deep. There we go. Oh, take a look at this. Let me go on this path. We can see it. There we go. There we go. Big wall of water. That's pretty big. It almost broke our wall. I thought that wall was pretty darn tall. Turns out, not as tall as you think, Mr. Dres Games. Not as tall as you think. It's a nice big old wave. A couple big old waves. So that's why I put that wall there. Because if you didn't do that, our city would be, just that part of the commercial area would be destroyed right now. Alright. So this is going to look goofy until we get the other tile, but that's okay. That's okay. Sorry, whoever put that in. That nice little island is part of my land now. There's no boats to hit. I was hoping we would get some like different boat traffic. We could try and have me. I was doing this on a different map and it doesn't make them sink. I was disappointed that you can't sink a cargo ship or a passenger ship. They ride up it. They actually just ride up, right up. Like there's no problem. Like, yeah, man, we can handle this like 500-foot wave. Psh, no problem. Look at this, psh, right over top. It's like, oh. I was like, that was a rather. Oh, you know what? If you watched one of my videos, you might have saw that. What video was that? I don't know. I thought I had a video where I showed that, but maybe not. Maybe I was dreaming. Hallucinating. Who knows what I was doing. So we probably destroyed our sea lane. So let me just take a look. I don't really want the sea lane here anyway, so I'm not that concerned about it. I want the sea lane that's down here on this tile to the right, because that's where our commercial is going to end up, on the coastline on that tile. So, and I'm not going to bring like a cargo station and the harbor into my residential area, because that doesn't, you know, to me that doesn't make sense to do it that way. To you might be like, yeah, man, I do it all the time. It's awesome. And guess what? You know, as I say, it's your city. Do what you like. You know, do as you please. If that works for you and it works in your city, go for it. You just, it's in my mind, the cargo harbor hub, or harbor, which I guess it is called the, I guess it's called the cargo harbor, belongs in the commercial area, because that's where your goods are. I mean, obviously, well, no, you should be able to zone how you want. I was about to say, if the line is where it's on, it is, but you can build how you want, so you should be able to build a commercial there. That was good. You know, and the same thing with the harbor, right? It brings in tourists. Tourists don't go to residential areas; they go to commercial areas. So, to me, it makes sense to put your harbor and cargo harbor in your commercial area. Get yourself a metro. You can do a little cable car, which we haven't done cable car. I'm disappointed myself. Maybe we'll do cable car here. This will be the only mode of transportation. I think we are. Cable car across the canals. Oh man, I think it's gonna be cool. We're gonna do this on the highway too. I did decide to do that yesterday. I think it'll work. It'll work on this tile. The other tile, the height was too high. This tile, the height's gonna be low. You know, the grade will be pretty, pretty close to the shore level. You know, if you elevation ticks up. I guess we can pause this, and then maybe. Well, how close are we getting to the? What happens when we? Oh, we're getting pretty close. Oh, this is gonna really flood things. Look at them waves, man. Holy cow. Waves. It's a shame there's nothing to hit. I mean, your town's over there. We're playing together and I just like destroyed your town. That would be like a way to destroy each other, right? Like just create, like just drill a big old hole, build a big old wall, sink the earth down, and then the water is going to suck up into it, and then rise it back up, make a huge tsunami. So I think that was pretty close. Let's see if we can see. I wish we could have this Y zone. So let's see. It's about here. Let's see if it goes like this. We'll have to build up the land and build a bridge. That's okay. That's actually pretty good. Maybe we don't want to be that close. We can remove that later, because the piers stick out and you don't necessarily want to be like in the shipping lane with your like your harbor and your pier, because when they go try and like come in and they do their spinning moves and all that stuff to dock, then it can like mess up things. It just basically it's like traffic jam for on the sea. I think I did it at the last city because I had rivers and I had like a shipping lane in a river, and I don't have too much of a choice, just because that's how. I mean, I could have moved the land in, but I don't want to take away land. Why is that like a square like that? That's interesting. That's weird. Here we go. Gonna have some big waves coming through because it's deep here. And I boxed it in. Oh, you guys can hear the music. So like, what's he? Why is he making do noises? So I got the radio on, man. Radio's on full blast. And they're like hitting it hard with the guitar solo right now. And we're making tsunamis. Making tsunamis today. That's the name of this episode. Making tsunamis. You can't hurt my city because I built a monster wall. Ha 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 ha. That's a big mound of water. This looks like it reminds me of the Blob. You guys might be too young to have seen that movie. I think they made a remake. Well, even the remakes are probably pretty old at this point. But the Blob was pretty cool. Hey, Google it. No, not YMBD. Yeah. No, the BD one. Movie database one. I can't think of the name. I'm thinking of YNAB, the financial budget app. It's not like YMBD. No, it's not it. It's like something. Movie database. MBD. Alright. There's our tile, folks. Now we're going to do some more over here. Because we can. We'll put something out here. Maybe we'll put like the Statue of Liberty out here. Colossal monument out here. Maybe put the airport out here. Ooh, that might be nice. The airport out here. I don't know if it's big enough to fit an airport. Well, we'll probably do the regular airport. As I remember, we gotta remember we'll put the airport in. We probably won't do the international airport. I've never really had any success with the international airport. Maybe we'll talk about this when we actually put the airport in. That's not bad. I think that might be enough room. Maybe we'll just sink it and remove a little bit of land. Curve it just a touch. Ooh, that was a lot more than a little bit of land. Let's see how that looks. I think that might be okay. We can try it. Let's see. We'll have to wait for the water to settle. We'll put we'll try to put one down. You can't build on water. And then we can do something like this. And we'll just bring this. This can go right up to the thing. And we're not going to build a harbor on this. Although we could make this like a harbor island. Harbor Island. It's like a freaking show. And then we'll smooth this out, make it like so it's not like a square. There's no square islands that I know of anyway. So we'll have this follow like the shipping lane. So I just want to get a rough idea. I'm getting hungry already. What the heck? I think that's not in the way of the shipping lane, right? That's a bus lane. I will see when the water settles. And let's go ahead and get rid of rocks. We're out here. We might not be out here. Raise the sea floor, blow up some rocks. I don't see any. Will not let me blow up rocks if they're underwater. So I have to wait. Do I have to wait until the water settles? Oh, we got oil. We found oil. We can blow some trees up. I think you can erase trees even if they're underwater. So I've made many rivers before. Hey, no one lives there. I can rebuild the road. I'm not that worried about that. Yeah, not worried about that at all. And then we'll maintain a water canal here. Like a, not like the canal structure. Or we could put it in. But it's just you can't, at least I found that these don't fit in the canals. Actually, none of them fit in the canal. I don't know why the canals are the way they are and why these are the way they are, but they don't fit in the canal. At least they did, unless they changed something. This is the last time I used canals, which was probably a couple cities ago. It's on fire down here. You gotta get the green stop. Green shop's he needs to get put out. Helicopter fighter. Oh, thank you. Oh man, nice job. Nice job. I'm gonna build a city with just helicopter firefighters. And it's gonna work. It's gonna work just fine. People told me it's gonna be too expensive. Nah, it's gonna be like a quarter of the cost. I guarantee it. Two fire hubs, fire helicopter depots, and your fire stations, and like 4 or 5 fire towers per. We'll do 5. Shoot, we can double them up. I don't care. Fire towers. It's gonna be nice. In fact, we might do. We don't have the depot's not out here. We have plenty of water. Maybe we'll put a second depot out here and just do it there. And we'll just keep expanding that idea and see if it keeps working. These waves, man. We got waves. I don't feel like the fire station. I'm gonna put it down. I mean, I'm not telling you not to put something down, but I just think I stumbled on something that's no one's doing. And it's gonna work just fine. If you build your city right, you can do anything. You can poison them. You can poison your people if you just build it right. Like we did, that was funny. Alright. Alright, so I'm just waiting for the water to kind of settle. And then let me just make sure it's flat. I think this is a good height. Oh, that's not that one. So we still snap to that? Yeah, okay, good. That was the one before it. That was the raise and lower. So we got like these pools here we can, spots we missed. I should say I missed. You know, you were along for the journey, but you weren't hitting the buttons. So I can't blame you. I can't blame you for my mistakes. I'm just telling us where the low-lying areas are. And then, you know, you can cut that out a little bit and kind of make it look like, you know, blend it in so it's not like this huge square. And there's a little island right next to it. I think, like I said, I'll probably do a lot of that off camera. Maybe later today. I'll shape this up a little bit. I'll carve out the tunnel for the sunken highway. Maybe we'll do that right now. We'll pick up where we want to put the highway. We'll carve that out. We'll put the quays in. And do like almost like a sound barrier wall. We need to leave room for I don't think we need to leave room for. That's the tough thing. I don't know. We'll have to build a little section, flood it, try it. I don't know if like we need to leave room on the highway for, because then we'll build like these interchanges. We'll build like 2 of these. It probably will make our traffic a little worse because these aren't very efficient. They're okay. Of course, we're gonna have mass transit coming in, so you know things are gonna be okay that way. But we'll probably build like 2 of these interchanges, and this will be like, just imagine this being sunken. But I think I want to make the highway tighter. The quays are gonna be here, like along the road here. And it's gonna be full right up against the quay. So we'll have to go from here to like. We can build it on land and see if it drops a pillar. If it doesn't drop a pillar, we can get these highways as close as possible. If it drops a pillar, we need to probably get 1 tile or 2 tiles. I don't know. I might just experiment that on the land here real quick and see what we actually need. I don't know. You can build a road on a quay. So he's always got a problem with there's so many garbage things over here. I don't know what your problem is, bro. It's just because you're on this cul-de-sac. No one wants to come over here. I built this nice road. No one drives to school. I guess they take my transit, so I should be happy about that, huh? Stop complaining? Maybe. And we flooded here because the water propagated all the way through. We'll probably flood over here for a little bit too. Straight with this guy. I'm gonna keep the wall until we're ready, because we're gonna sink this down to the right width. Then we'll put the quays in, and then we'll raise it back up to the right height. Pump out the water. Pumps. Put the road in. No, we put the road in first. Yeah. We'll put the road in first. Then let the water in. Put the quays in, because you can't put the quays in over land. It needs a shoreline. And then we'll close that off. Use pumps, water pumps to pump it out. Or we can let it evaporate and go zone some stuff. Either way. It'll evaporate, drain, and then we'll have to figure out. The problem is making the interchanges. Guess we put the interchanges in first. Then the quays. Because then you don't have to blow up the quays. So we'll have to figure that out. So it's going to be a pretty extensive build to build this highway. Underground. Or not underground, but in the ground. With the quay walls. But, you know. I don't know if I'll record it because I don't know how interesting it's going to be. I mean, maybe you've never even seen it before and you're like, what the heck is he talking about with quays? I don't know. It's out there on the interwebs somewhere. Some people do it, and then you watch it and try it. And then you're like, okay, it works. Or maybe you don't like it, and you don't build it. Whatever. Whatever. I mean, it's, you know, it's your city. Build it how you want. Build it how you want. It's your city. It's just telling me where all the low areas are. But I think this is a good height, right? Is it too high, too low? I don't know, I gotta wait for the water to settle. Or we really disturb the world. Who knows, the wave might bounce back and hit us. Bananas. You probably can't hear the banana song. Coconuts. Oh man, it's a rocket song. It's a rockin' song. So this will keep flat because it's gonna butt up against the next tile. So we're gonna buy this tile next. Which is the next milestone, which is 70,000. So 13,000 to go. We might just get it on this tile alone. So I think we'll end up hitting 100,000 plus, you know, citizens, because you know I'm gonna continue. So the way it's gonna work is we're gonna have a little residential like this. Or maybe we won't. Maybe let's make this an island for like the real nice rich people to live in. You know, our commercial zones kind of go like this. It's gonna like go this way. So like from this here to this corner here is basically gonna be a commercial office. This part of the triangle. And this part will be residential, which is a little lopsided because we got a hole in it. Oh yeah, that's true. We're not gonna connect to here. No. You know, well maybe we will here. We were going to connect on the other one. The next tile. We'll connect to there. I guess we should leave this shipping lane open. So we could go right up against the the shipping lane. Oh, that's going to disturb some stuff. I'll fill in. That's better. Oh yeah, that island will be only served. Maybe. But then the crime. I was thinking like maybe that island is only served by the cable car because you can get so much height with it, and then you don't have to worry about the ships, like a big bridge, because that's a steep rise to get to like maximum height, just that short span of water. Or do we just close off the shipping lane and say, well, we're not going to get shipping lane stuff from there? We could. We could say, well, it's too bad. They can go down that way. They can come this way. But whoever has the city over there, it's too bad for them. They no longer have a shipping lane. I can do that, but maybe we'll have to move the police helicopter. Or maybe we'll put a second police helicopter in. And we'll put it in here. And then they'll have police coverage. But they don't actually have police coverage. It's like, they don't like land and like pick up robbers and murderers, right? I don't know. Well, I think this is the end of this episode. So we build a tile, and they will come. If you build the tile, they will come. So I think that looks good. I think the overall plan is going to be just general plan, basically from like here down into here, and of course that could be like a straight cut. This will be commercial, kind of like a swath, if you want to think through here. That will go all the way to the shoreline on that side. Of course, this one will extend out our residential, and we'll taper it back down as we get closer to the water. So maybe here will be some height. Yeah, we'll do some height here. We'll do this IT cluster in here too. So let's actually label some stuff. Put IT in here. Don't forget. Then we'll get out of here. Then we'll start the next episode. So I want a kind of a nice tall area in here. IT cluster in there. So maybe even be like in here. And I'll be surrounded by some dense, high density commercial. Some hotels, you know, that'll give it some height too, so that'll blend in with the IT cluster. So there'll be like an IT cluster, like some hotels around it, and then, you know, regular commercial stuff. And that'll be kind of like in this area. I said this will kind of go this way. So the next tile will be mostly, so like half, well, it's going to be like half and half, right? So about here to here. So this tile will be residential, light residential, all light residential, some high density residential in here. And then maybe we'll get the zoo in here. Or maybe we'll put the zoo over here. I think the zoo is going to go over on this side. And maybe we won't manipulate the land here. So we'll continue that tile out, but we'll put like a little bit of like almost like a bay right here. And then we can use that zoo feature in here. And we might not just need the people, because it'll be the last tile, so we don't necessarily need the people space to make. So maybe put the zoo here. We can put the airport here. I don't know, we'll see. Or make that like a little rich person island. I think airport with a cable car might be the way to go, and bring that into like a hub. And we could bring that into a two-way cable car, so we can have another cable car connect to it to our residential area. Like I think we might build a cable car network in here and connect it to like a hub in here. I don't know, maybe we'll bring the cable car all the way to, well, that's far, all up to here. No, we don't really have a place to put it here. I mean, we could rework this road and put it right here, actually. And then we're going to demo a lot of stuff to get out here, but we'll see. We'll see. I think I want to use the cable car in here. If not, it's going to be over here and connect to the zoo. We'll have a cable car to the zoo. And we're going to do a sunken highway. So the sunken highway will kind of split it. I think we'll bring the highway in, bring it like this, and then hopefully it'll basically curve to like, so it's in the middle of the block here, and then it'll come and be like curve a little bit to the left over there, and it'll terminate on a roundabout. Maybe the mega roundabout here, stage 5. I'm not sure. But we'll get there. That's episode 3478, I think, is that one. Well, it's good talking to you. Getting a red light, get off the stage, and we'll come back and continue planning this out, and maybe we'll start the highway.